The Independent Evaluation Office and the Office of Audit and Investigation conducted in 2017 a joint assessment of UNDP's institutional effectiveness. Institutional effectiveness is a key pillar of the strategic plan of UNDP. Audit and evaluation are very different, but together we really complement each other, and we are much stronger in the rigor of analysis and in the results that we produce. So aside from the usual surveys, the multiple interviews, and the focus groups that we were able to conduct in 45 countries, we also looked into a lot of meta-analysis, meta-synthesis of the multiple evaluations and audits and the surveys that the organization and both our offices conduct. The assessment found that UNDP is making progress, very good progress in institutional effectiveness, but it's still very much limited in terms of learning, and the focus on the learning and the knowledge management to be able to use what they produce, to use the lessons from their work into improving results. So there's a lot of focus on proving results towards the compliance, the reporting, but not as much on improving the results that would have to come from the learning. There's some documentation, some information from lessons learned. They're much more focused on best practices, but not necessarily looking at, for example, failure in a structured way, that you can then looking at those failures, learn what works, what doesn't work, and then improve the way you look at results. So in order to institutionalize results-based management, UNDP has to shift the focus from proving results, which is so much dedicated to reporting repeatedly and compliance, to improving results, which requires really learning from the information that is produced, from the results that are produced, learning from their successes and from their failures as well, which is rarely documented properly to be able to really be digested by the broader UNDP and become learning, become knowledge for improved results. So for UNDP to become an evidence-driven, a more evidence-driven and a real knowledge-based organization, it has to find a way to go beyond the usual focus of investment on the monitoring and evaluation focal points or webinars and the multiple one-time training. It has to really get a better understanding of results-based management in the sense of the key aspects of RBM is the knowledge management. And unless you get to the lessons from what's happening in the country, you are not going to be able to really advance in improving the results. You're going to continue to focus on proving the results. So UNDP leadership will be key to promote a results culture for critical reflection, to produce an environment for organizational learning. Producing a joint report with audit and evaluation really brought a lot of credibility. The organization was more respectful of the information that we produced. We were much more rigorous, or were perceived as much more rigorous, of course. But it also attracted a lot of fear. Management was very much in fear of what together both offices would present. So it was a challenge for the team to work together to really discuss with management that this was really an opportunity and really show to them the value added of working together to produce something that was more concrete, a broader analysis from different angles to support the organization as both oversight units. We're much stronger to help the engine of the organization to produce results in this way. So it was a challenge. There was a lot of fear, but we worked hard to really try to explain to them the value added of this approach and to see if they could make use of this information for future change. Conducting a joint assessment with audit and evaluation together was a unique learning opportunity for UNDP. Both offices learned a great deal, and UNDP learned a great deal. And we believe that in the future, as we continue to study the lessons learned from this experience, other organizations will learn from our struggle, our challenges. The joint assessment helped evaluation look at compliance and risk management from a different angle. And it helped auditors look at performance from a different angle, from the angle of people and results and change in people's lives. So I think it was very much complementary. It was very much worth it.